amazed at the amount of different majors that I had to choose from, right? Computer science, because you have computer engineering, you got computer science, you got computer science games, and you got computer science business. I've always loved the business aspect of technology, and I really enjoyed computer science. So that computer science business for me made sense.
I picked computer science because I was always that computer guy. It was really natural for me. I took AP Java in high school, and that really solidified my interest.
Well, in my freshman year, I was still undecided in engineering, but then when I took the Introduction to Computer Science class, we programmed like an actual robot and made it move around and do stuff, and that inspired me to want to do computer science here.
After taking CS 101, I knew that it was the place I wanted to be. I chose it initially because I was CS Games at first, and I was hoping to go into the game industry, but found it wasn't for me. So I dropped the games emphasis and picked up a fine arts minor. And I'm still hoping to find a way to merge it too, because I know that computer science is so diverse, and there's so much that you can do with it that it won't be a problem for me to find a way to mix fine arts with it.
I chose computer science because it was one of those fields where you can work by yourself. You can say, I want to make this cool website, I want to do this, and you don't need another company behind you to do it, where you can just say, I'm doing everything from ground up, and you know, it's yours, and you can really own what you make.
I chose computer science because it's fun to come up with new algorithms and programs, and because it has a great job market after you get out of college.
This semester I started taking Introduction to Mobile Development, and what I really like about it is you can take something and put it on an iPod or like an iPad or something like that, and you can literally carry it around in your pocket, and you can go say, hey guys, look, I made this cool game, and then they could actually play, as opposed to saying like, all right, we got to go to my computer and we got to, you know, do all that stuff.
So my favorite class at USC is CS 200, and we're doing Java programming and computer graphics with that class. Basically this semester we're working on a project and we're making a computer game, and I made a side scroller called Just Keep Swimming, where essentially you're a fish and you have to consume plankton and superplankton, and you avoid all these enemies like divers, sharks. So it was really fun because we got to use our knowledge of computer science and programming and mix it with, you know, just kind of making the feel of the game very gamey, but it was really exciting because it shows kind of the diversity of computer science, because we can go from making applications and softwares and hardware and to making games.
My favorite class was CS 499 with Professor Redekop, because forced you to think in a lot of different ways, and we got to work with robots.
My favorite class is ITP 499. It's called High Tech Business Startup. All the computer science aspects to it, of web development and all the engineering things that happen in the background of a business, and also the tech savvy and the business savvy that you need in order to come up with the best startup idea.
The factory design project is a big team project that involves students from 3 different classes, with one team being the front-end design team, another team being the back-end design team, and one manager to make sure that the team stays on task.
The favorite class I've been in is also my favorite project. It was a CSCI 351 as web development class, and the whole class was based on designing a website for a real client, a record label downtown. We did their online store, we did their record label. It was really cool being able to work with the client, work in a team on a real project.
My freshman year, I was involved in undergraduate merit research, and I worked with the Signal Analysis and Interpretation Laboratory. And essentially what I did there was I helped with autistic research and using computer science to kind of analyze, and so we could better project autistic behaviors.
This past summer, I worked with Professor Rosenblum down at the Institute for Creative Technologies, which is also affiliated with USC, and I did some research on cognitive architecture or artificial intelligence.
Right now I do research with a Professor Masabumi Furuhata in the computer science department. What we work on right now is how to get robots to work together to solve different collections of tasks. For example, robots in Mars might need to get a bunch of different samples from different locations. How do you most effectively allocate which robots go to where to get all the samples?
Last summer I worked for a company called Blue Kava. They're a startup based out of UCI in Orange County. I was on the software development team for them. I did web development for them. I developed their SDK site. I also did a lot of internal tools, processing tools, analysis tools. I felt like I was actually part of the company. I was working on real code for clients to use. I also got to present to clients, present to upper management. It was really awesome.
I started doing freelance work this summer with a music blog called Fresh New Tracks. I essentially created a system where users could submit new songs and vote on other ones that people had created. I also did work this fall with a local nonprofit called Project Elysia.
I interned at Microsoft, and I was actually working on their Office in a small division called TWC, which took care of the security components of Office, which was Excel, PowerPoint, and Word. And it was cool being able to work on a project that actually people used.
I'm a member of the Association for Computing Machinery. It's essentially the local computer science club at USC. And it's really fun. We do some bonfires and some programming competitions, which are always fun and challenging.
I'm also part of the engineering fraternity here on campus. It's a professional fraternity, and we have all sorts of professional development and alumni panels. And it's pretty cool being able to be a part of it and also organize some of it as part of the e-board.
I started a charity last year called Lifted to help raise water for children in Africa. I did do web development for that. I designed the website and iPhone app, and I helped sell t-shirts to raise money and build wells.
So I'm on the water polo team as well. It really taught me how to balance between, computer classes aren't easy. Water polo isn't easy, and if you can get through that, you feel like, okay, I can take on anything, I can program and I can do all kinds of cool stuff.